Alright guys, Ed here, top of line training. Doing a review today on the Schrade SCHF9. Stay with me, we'll get right to it. Alright guys, Ed back with you, top of line training. As I said before, we're doing the Schrade SCHF9 Griffin design blade. The blade itself is almost 6.5 inches long, just under 6.5 inches. The handle is a little over 5.5 inches, for a total of 12 inches of the total knife from tip to the pommel. It has a lanyard hole here at the end of the handle, of course, with a little bit of a pommel here. It is a full tang. You can see that, hopefully. So anytime that's a full tang and it is a solid piece of metal that provides good impact weapon or tool for busting heads open, or busting walnut shells, or hitting bark to separate it from the outer bark so you can make a tinder or something of the nature for a fire, or cordage, or pounding it out to make cordage, softening up the bark or the material you're using. It's got a Kryton handle, sort of a rubbery feel. It's got some jimping here on the thumb ramp. It's got a small thumb ramp and a finger guard, which is nice for, like I said, when we thrust into an opponent or threat, your hand's not going to slide up the blade if it hits a bone or something. Maybe they might have body armor on, who knows what they have, but when you thrust in, your hand doesn't slide up the blade and get cut, which would be a very bad thing. Notice also on the thrust, the 9 thrust here, we're coming in a horizontal fashion, so we can penetrate between the rib cage. Can we go in like this? Yes, we can. And will it work? Yes, it would hurt if it hit you and would probably bounce into the ribs, separating the ribs, but a good chance it could bounce off as well. But this way, we penetrate the ribs, we get into the vital organs, and we protect ourselves, we protect our family and loved ones and the innocent around us. The blade's made of 1095 carbon steel, and I didn't bring a ferro rod today, so I can't do the ferro rod test, but it is made of 1095. However, it does have this coating on it. I don't know the type of coating that is. You can see here. Again, guys, I've said this earlier before. Apologize for the noise in the background. You got Highway 77 right behind me here, and it's just a little area here that someday is going to become a Walmart. I don't know when, but I just come out here to shoot videos, get away from the apartment, getting ready to move in about 6 weeks from now. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be different. Where I grew up, got over an acre of land, and back to the review, right? Anyway, 1095 carbon steel. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do some whittling, do some batoning, do some chopping, and we'll see how the Schrade 9 does. It's a Griffin design, Schrade 9. Stay with me. I'll get right back to you. It's Ed, top of the line trainer. All right, guys, Ed, top of the line trainer. Just want to go over the sheath for the Schrade 9 knife. It's a nylon sheath. It has a rubber, a plastic inner lining here. I don't know if that comes out of there. It seems like it's probably glued in somehow, but it goes all the way down. Actually, it's riveted in right here. It goes all the way down to almost the end, and then so it covers the whole length of the knife, unlike example like on the BK2. I don't believe it goes the whole route of the sheath. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's nylon. It's a pretty nice sheath, actually. For being nylon, you got a leg tie here, lanyard. You also have the ability to molly this in to a pack, and it snaps in, which is a good feature. You can adjust the strap here that holds the knife in place. I'm not sure exactly why it would be adjustable, but it is. Then you have a little nylon pouch with a, I don't want to say this is Duraflex buckle, but something like that, with Velcro. Has an elastic piece here, so like, you know, if you had a ferro rod, you could stick it down here in the elastic and maybe tie it off somehow, but the elastic would hold it. Or the same way, you could put a small kit of something in here, like say example, like a mini Altoids tin, or with a couple, you know, like with a sharpening stone, ferro rod, then a mini Altoids kit with like some, like maybe a fishing kit or something of the nature. A little bit of cordage wrap around here. I don't like putting cordage in something like this when you could wrap it around the sheath and do just the same. Save this for essential items, but like a fishing kit, hell, if you had like 2 or 3 hooks, some sinkers, some line, you could hopefully a pond or lake or something, stream with some fish in it, you know, you can make it. So catch some fish and eat like a king. Anyway, it's just a small little pouch, and it looks like, I don't know yet, it looks like it is removable, so you could take it off if you didn't want it on there. Anyway, all right guys, I just wanted to hit the sheath real quick before I got into the carving and toning tasks. So stay with me, I'll be right back. This is Ed, Top of the Line Training, reviewing the Schrade SCHF9 knife. All right guys, Ed back with the Top of the Line Training. Start off with a little bit of wood task with the blade. Let's just see how it shaves off some wood here. Whittles a little. This wood is very dry. As you can see, sharp. It does have a churl here that you can choke up on to get a little bit finer task done. Let's see about a little bit of toning, chopping first. Let's do some chopping on this thing. So you can see that. Here's the just a little bit of cutting, a little bit of chopping. No big deal really. Go ahead and do it in front of the camera here. Just sharpening up the, making a point for whatever. The knife comes in around 15 and a half ounces, so almost 1 pound. And the knife itself is made very well. It's feels good in the hand, balance and such. But so far. Excuse me. Damn allergies kicking up out here in the woods. But it does perform. I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit of Batana. I didn't bring my Mako Laplander, and I definitely will say that I miss it. And but you know, you might not always have it. See if I can cut through this here. Oops. Look at that. Again, this wood is very dry, so I expect to be able to baton through really almost any of this wood. Baton's not heavy enough, so you know, it will baton. God's sakes, it's a 12-inch blade, I believe, almost. I'm sorry, 6.5 inches, but 12-inch knife, so you got a lot of leverage. Let's try to do a feather stick here. See what it does with that. This is all factory edge, guys. I like to test the factory edge to see how it does right out of the box. Cutting through pretty well, but like I said, this is very dry. You see here, just fooling around with it, but definitely needs to be sharpened up. Because this wood is, I mean, it will cut you, and it will cut, as you can see right here. Let me back up a little bit. You can see cutting, but definitely needs a little bit of sharpening. All right, stay with me, guys. Be right back. This is Ed, Top of the Line Training, doing the Schrade SCHF9 Griffin design knife. Be right back. All right, guys, Ed back with you, Top of the Line Training. This will probably be the biggest thing I've cut. Although it's a dead limb, I'm going to see what we can do with this blade, just in case, you know, if I needed to cut a limb off for some reason. Pretty big. I could probably just break that off if I wanted to, but let's just see what it'll do. Hope you can see this. Starting to rain. All right, guys. Got a nice little ding out of that thing. Let me zoom in on it for you. There you go. Anyway, starting to rain. I got to get out of here. Damn it to hell. Pisses me off. But I think I accomplished the task I was looking for with this. Built very well. It feels good. Nice and heavy. If I chopped or lopped down on you with this thing, it's going to go through. It's going to make a cut. It's starting to rain, guys. I got a $1,800 camera here. Let me get it away. This is Ed, top of the line trainer. Schrade SCHF9. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. As you were, if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments on what you'd like to see me do with this knife. And please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Working on the 500 subscriber video. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you enter the contest. You got to enter the contest by making a comment. Hey, I'm in the contest. Put me in the contest. Something like that. Until then, guys, this is Ed, top of the line training. We'll see you on the next one.